Hi guys, today I want to show you my development process. I want to show you how I thought in each and every single evolutionary step of the bracelet, why I did what I did, and what was it that kind of wanted me to do stuff. So why I did what I did. Are you ready? First bracelet. So I showed this in my other video if you've watched it. If you haven't watched it, you don't have to watch it, but it talks about why you should have a passion. You know, what's the main thing to consider when you have a business? And my point is, it's got to be love, it's got to be passion for what you're doing. Okay, coming back to the bracelets. This is the first bracelet that I designed and made. This is a drawing of it, so I first of all drew it out. So I had a vision, an idea, and I drew it out. I was very passionate and enthusiastic about this particular look, and I was like, okay, I've got copper on the side, and I've got the wood in the middle, and this copper obviously was shining. Now it's kind of gone a bit rusty, but then there's the wood in the middle, and it just looks amazing at the time to me. In my mind, I was like, this is amazing. Even though it's not the neatest bracelet, you know, it's got problems here and there. At the time, I was like, whoa. That's not to brag, I'm just saying how much I felt passionate about the things I made. And I took it to college. I took it to the tube. I first saw someone on the tube. I was like, guys, I just made this. Like, could you just give me feedback? Like, what do you think?
That's actually sick. I really like it. Karen, you recording?
Well, only now. Of it and everything, and I was like, so how much would you pay for it if it's got an Oyster card in it? And I was just, you know, straight away I just started to do my research, and I just took down notes. You know, I was just taking down notes all the time. I was recording our conversations. You know, this continued a lot, and the first comment that was given was, he really liked it, and he also said, yeah, I'll pay like, you know, 80 pounds for it. I was like, what? 80 pounds for this? Are you kidding me? But obviously that was quite a motivating factor. And I guess considering, you know, it's all handmade and stuff, I'm only just getting into this new market of handmade items. I don't know what they're worth either. So it was really good to kind of do that research. So this was the first bracelet. I didn't want to stop there. I developed them a lot. Second bracelet. This one. So this bracelet is particularly special because this is where I actually go ahead and put an Oyster card inside. The idea of making these bracelets actually initiated from, right, I want to incorporate student college cards into bracelets as such. I was like, I can't dissolve a student college card and put the chip and the antenna into a bracelet every time I do this, because I only have one student college card. So I thought I'd try it with an Oyster card. So I went into London. Well, I went to the tube station and I got an Oyster card. I dissolved it, and then I also put it. So I put that in this bracelet. And there's a video, and this is a video of me actually trying it and it working. It was a very exciting moment. I was so happy. So yeah, that's the second bracelet. And with this one I also have like these little hinges, because this was constantly falling off. So I thought, right, I need to put a little hinge.
The main issue is it's quite fiddly to get on and off.
Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking of a magnetic kind of so there would be a copper kind of wire that would go from here to here that would enclose it and make sure that it did not fall off. So that was another unique feature of this bracelet. And this is walnut, by the way, if you're wondering what type of wood this is walnut and this is copper. That's that. The third one is this one. Yeah. This is a third one. I know it doesn't look so good. This is more like a works like prototype rather than a looks like prototype. So a works like prototype is something that you just want it to work and you don't really care about how aesthetic or good it looks. Usually in design, if you're a design engineer, you'd make a works like prototype and then a looks like prototype. But this was more like a works like prototype because you can see it doesn't really work, it doesn't look that good. But the main idea I was exploring with this bracelet was, can I change the chips and the ID cards within the bracelet? So this one actually, the top part comes off as such, so you can kind of bend the copper, and then there's a kind of inside, and this is basically on a copper thing so it doesn't break because the walnut is actually very fragile. So this is a veneer, a walnut veneer, and it didn't really work that well because of multiple reasons, but I thought it's not worth it. Like, it's not worth complicating the bracelet, something so simple, to just add this extra functionality, like changing cards. I think I'd rather just first make the bracelet perfect, like something that people actually want to wear, as opposed to looking at more functionality. Because even adding one card to this bracelet is adding enough functionality. You know, I was thinking that the idea that you can have at least one ID card, you know, it's exciting enough. It's like a wow factor. You know, it's not meant to be your iPhone. It's not meant to have all the functions. Oh, let it wake you up as well. Let it, you know, it wasn't meant to be a smartwatch, and I didn't want to go in that direction. So I thought, okay, let it be really aesthetic and let it just have one card. That's enough of a wow factor to have a good amount of a market. So I thought I'll just focus on just aesthetically making it pleasing, making the bracelet pleasing aesthetically. So the next bracelet was this one. This is, oh no, actually, I had another one before this bracelet, but I gave it to my friend and he lost it, or it broke, I think. So I can't show you the one before this one. It was another magnetic bracelet. But this is basically where I'm starting to get into magnetic bracelets. This was exciting. I love magnets. Okay, so as this is just a prototype, I decided I will use So I added 2 magnets here. So these are neodymium magnets. Neodymium magnets are one of the strongest rare earth magnets that you can find. You can look on eBay, they're around about, I don't know, you can buy them for like £3-4 for 5 pieces, depending on their strength. They will have a grade, it'll be N40 to around N52, some will be N30. The number next to the letter N will tell you its strength, and I think N52 is the strongest neodymium magnet. So these are some really strong neodymium magnets, and it was just like, wow, this is satisfying again. I put it on my wrist and I close it and everything. I was like, amazing, but it was just a bit too clunky. You can see it, and this was again another works like prototype. Now I had to find a way to incorporate the magnet in such a way that it actually looked aesthetically pleasing, it was satisfying, and it was secure enough. This was my next challenge.